But it's not clear if Biden's approach towards the situation in Syria will be shared by his successor, Donald Trump, who takes over in January. Our correspondent Jagriti Dave has more.
A moment of historic opportunity for the long-suffering people of Syria to build a better future for their country. That's how Joe Biden described the capture of Damascus and the departure of Assad after more than 2 decades in power. Speaking from the White House, Mr. Biden said the US's actions, including sanctions against Assad's supporters, Iran, Russia and Hezbollah, had weakened them, and that this prevented them from being able to prop up the Syrian government. The president planned to speak with regional leaders and promised to support neighbouring countries in the event of any threats from Syria as it transitions. Mr. Biden's optimism also came with a warning that this was a moment of risk and uncertainty, with ISIS preparing to take advantage of the power vacuum in Syria. With that in mind, he said the US had conducted dozens of precision airstrikes targeting ISIS in Syria. The incoming Trump administration is also watching events in the Middle East closely, with the president-elect posting on Truth Social a day before the government's collapse. Syria is a mess, but is not our friend. The United States should have nothing to do with it. This is not our fight. Let it play out. Do not get involved. Now, this was a sentiment echoed by his vice president-elect after the rebel takeover. J.D. Vance posted on X, as President Trump said, "This is not our fight and we should stay out of it." But despite Donald Trump's desire to stay out of Syria, he will likely have to make a difficult assessment about the extent of US involvement, given the level of existing sanctions on Syria's economy and the concerns about ISIS and the rise of opposition group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham with its previous links to al-Qaeda. Now, the Trump administration may find that taking a hands-off approach is easier said than done. Jagriti Dave for ANewz in Washington, D.C.